right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol NAKD, Naked Brand Group. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that towards the end of this video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys a video that I believe many investors are overlooking that I posted about a week ago. Hear me out. I'm going to share with you guys all the reasoning behind it because we're going to be talking about the S&P 500 and the overall market as it's been reacting in the downward trend. Are we in a market crash? Are we in a correction? Stuff like that. Now, if you guys want to know live updates on what ticker symbols I'm watching, you can join us down below in the Patreon. We have over 10 ticker symbols already discussed in the last 2 weeks, and all of these are showing potential opportunities due to the fact that they're going into the oversold area. Some of them have already recovered back upwards, and obviously the volatility of the market is there, but so many opportunities to watch these closely because the best time to watch stocks is when they're consolidating or pulling downwards to have enough time to do research on their business model, platform, and what they're all about and what's their outlook. So definitely check it out. The link is down below in the description to check out all the stocks live updates on what I'm watching as the market is playing out and throughout the week to the Patreon down below. So here we are. Naked Brand Group run up, right? Hits a high here of about 146. Then right there it's struggling to stay up and it gets rejected at 145. Collapses, right? Yesterday kind of hangs out sideways and now it just broke through the 50-day moving average, right back close to about $1, and some of the lows that were hit here was like 90 cents. So what happened here? Well, it had a nice run, and a lot of investors that were holding from way back here any entry points or cutting their losses left, right? Some of them said, okay, well, I kind of recovered some of it back. I'm going to take that capital and now I'm going to have it and hold it for other opportunities. So that's why this fell just as fast as it went up. Now, we're seeing it dip and we're sitting at 113. So what are we going to look for going into tomorrow? So the 50-day moving average is 117. Anything below it is bearish. Our support level is 112. If that gets broken through, your next support level would be down here at this point at 107. You want to watch how it's reacting between 112, 107. Are the bulls trying to reappear and bring it back up? Or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast, right? Super important to keep that in mind and watch carefully. Now our resistance is up here at this point at 120. That needs to be broken through by the bulls. The bulls need to break through the 50-day moving average and then break through this resistance to pull further away from it to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. So I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that this point of reference needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can continue a momentum upwards to then reach the highs from yesterday, right? In the downward fall where it tried to hold itself up and then it fell, and then today it just kind of leveled off and it hit that peak right there at 131, so it can continue hitting newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end because I do have some information in a video that you definitely do not want to overlook and miss. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has made it to this point in the video, the information I'm about to share with you guys is one that I don't want investors to overlook. A lot of you are missing out on this information. We're going to talk about a video that I posted a few days ago, almost a week ago, and there's 24K subscribers, and a lot of you are passing off this information, and I'm going to show you why I want to really emphasize this, and I need your guys' support to go ahead and share the information after you've watched it if you find value in it. So we're going to jump into that in just a moment, but I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a Patreon now, and if you want to know live updates on what I'm watching throughout the week and weekly, the link is down below in the description. I've been talking about several different ticker symbols hitting their bottoms and they're looking like a great opportunity. I've talked about already 10 of them, And this is the perfect time to go ahead and join on in on Patreon and see these ticker symbols as they're going down. There's no fear of missing out. You have time to research the company. You have time to see if it's a temporary pullback and make your own rational decisions. This is the time to watch closely what is going on. And I'm sharing with you guys the picks that I have to add to your watch list and keep on your radar. So here are the different tiers that you can join on in on. The link is down below in the description. So what video is it that I need your guys' support to watch it? And not only that, but share it so that every single investor and viewer is aware. So let's go ahead and go down here. So I talked about it a few days ago, and many of you actually went and watched it, and I started getting comments, and I'm really thankful for that. But here it is. Stock market crash, or is it the beginning of a correction where opportunity meets the prepared? So we are looking at the stock market right now, hopefully in the perspective of a correction. If it's a crash, this could take months, this can take years. I go over all the information there and how the Federal Reserve definitely has big support over the market. We already saw that this week. The market was falling, and the S&P 500 index, it started to bounce right back up. Look how nice it bounced. It bounced from here and these lows down here all the way up to here. All it took was for the Federal Reserve to pop up and say, hey guys, we haven't left. We're still here. We do exist. We're going to make sure we continue to support and keep things flowing. And then we just started to fall after they never popped up again. And that's all we've been feeling this week. We need to see how the week's going to end tomorrow. So depending on how the week ends tomorrow, you guys have to make the time to watch this video. I went over everything with the Federal Reserve, the chart itself, the behavior, how it's reacting, and so forth. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not predicting. I'm going based off of fundamentals and all the analytics. So I definitely recommend watching this video. Now, I really like this comment. This is the comment that motivated me to share this with you guys. This was an hour ago, and this is on the same video, market crash or correction. So, seems like your thesis is holding up pretty nice. I closed all profitable positions Friday when I saw the video because it made a lot of sense to me. Looks like it was the right decision. Now, to that investor, I want to go ahead and say I'm glad you were able to make a rational decision. I hope it wasn't just my video, but it was your rationale after you seeing where your positions were and how you felt about it. Because I don't talk about any specific positions here. I'm not telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold. But something I do talk about is the fact that I'm not a bear. I'm a true bull. I like looking for stocks that are running up. But I do want to be aware and prepared. And I want every single investor to not be caught by surprise by what is going on right now. So I'm hoping personally, because I don't know tomorrow what's going on or overall the whole market, if we're crashing, it's going to be a big deal. But I'm hoping that we're in a correction, right? I'm hoping that this correction could fall down. We can end up down here at the 3,600, maybe worst case scenario down here at the 35. And then maybe even coming closer to 32. Who knows, right? That's what a correction might do. If we're in a crash, we might see a large downward trend. And for us to recover, it's going to take months, even a year, right? Or even years, right? So I want every single investor and viewer to check out the video. I'm not predicting anything, and I'm not, being a fortune teller. I'm going off of the analytics and everything the chart is showing us. I even talk about since we were already almost oversold, we were pulling back, and we're seeing the behavior of the chart. We want to pay close attention. I mean, this little jump right here was a really nice jump for the market, but I mean, we're losing it just as fast. Like, that's all it took, a day or two. So I really want every single investor and viewer to obtain this knowledge and this perspective for themselves to make their own rational decisions. And I don't want any single investor to be caught by surprise. I want us to all be prepared. So once again, the video is called Stock Market Crash, or is it the beginning of a correction where opportunity meets the prepared? So what we've been doing over on the Patreon, we've been preparing. So once again, if you want to join on in and you want to know what stocks we're watching and that are going into oversold territory, you can join us down below in the description. The link is there. You'll be redirected, and you can go ahead and join us over at Patreon. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.